No Money Spent version 2 is going to have a catch. We can only replace these common players whenever we go flawless, and we will be able to replace them with all of the rewards from that flawless run, meaning the 3 game, 6 game, 9 game, 12 game flawless, and the pack that we receive from just entering Battle Royale. So that is what's going to be different between version 1 and version 2. In version 1, we accepted everything after we got 9 wins. In version 2, it's only flawless runs. But of course, I'm going to be including runs that I don't go flawless in, just because I want to give you guys highlights and gameplay so you all can see the struggles as well as the glory that comes with Battle Royale. If this sounds like a series that will interest you, make sure you hit that like button and red subscribe button. And don't forget to also follow me on all social medias at Bhlademyst. Also, if you ever miss an episode, since this is an every other day series, all you have to do is click on the channel, click on playlist, and click No Money Spent version 2. There is a version 1. If you want to go ahead and check it out, feel free to do so. Let's jump into it. Now for episode number 2, we're not going to start a fresh run. We're 10-1 currently, and I believe this team is more than capable of getting 12 wins, so why would I miss out on the opportunity of making a guaranteed 60k stubs, considering I spend 100k every single day on headliner packs? Why would I miss out on the opportunity of making 60k? That just doesn't make sense, and I could be making way more than 60k depending on who my 12 game diamond is. Now the only unfortunate thing is that we won't be able to upgrade the team full of commons with whatever rewards we receive. So hopefully we don't get a good 12 game. But here we have Harmon Killebrew leading it off for my opponent. I would have done this completely different. Pedro Alvarez would have been my leadoff hitter, followed by Harmon Killebrew. Then after Harmon Killebrew, it would have been Jorge Polanco. After Jorge, Johnny Damon. Then Robinson Chirinos. After Chirinos, I would have put Nico. After Nico, Tony Gwynn. And then I would have had the pitcher hitting 8th. And then Zimmer hitting 9th. Now, he starts it off by getting a late jam base hit past the first baseman. Sometimes I wish I had a better fielding second baseman, because Nico Goodrum, him being a common fielder, unfortunately that's going to happen a lot. And then you go ahead and give up a double inside the gap. With 39 speed, Harmon Killebrew is going to be able to score from first base, and a late jam base hit basically gave my opponent a 1-run lead. So I'm like, alright, cool. Johnny Damon is up to hit now. 3-2 count. All we got to do is get this out. He hits a ground ball to Logan Morrison, and Logan Morrison bobbles it, and I don't know how he was actually out at first, but they gave it to us. So I said, I'm not going to complain about this. Jorge Polanco up to hit. I dot a fastball inside. He takes the pitch. Alright, I said, alright, Logan Morrison, now it's your turn. You have to come out here, do some damage. He does just that. He has the shift on, meaning he doesn't have manual shifts on, which I currently do, and we hit a double with Logan Morrison. I'm like, alright, that's exactly how I wanted to start it off. Now it's time for Vladimir Guerrero to come up to hit. 1-0 count. He gets a fastball inside. I tried to absolutely turn on it. Seems I was just late on that, and we are still going to be able to score the run. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he did his job. He drove in the run. That's more than what I could have asked for. We got Carl Schwarber now hitting full count. He's going to get a fastball, and it's going to be a line out to the first baseman. Now, I don't know how my man's had that type of reaction, but Harmon Killebrew, he must be a really good fielder. Now, ground ball past the third baseman. I'm trying to take an excellent route to the ball. That way he can pick it up near his feet rather than having to make that weird animation where he tries to backhand it, and it still makes me backhand the ball with him. And then with the runner on second base with Bradley Zimmer, he decides to bunt the runners over. So he now has runners on the corners, or not the runners over, but he bunted the runner over. So now runners on the corners, he decides to steal. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Now, if he didn't send that runner from second base to third, he would have gotten away with having 2 runners in scoring position. But I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what was going on through his head. But he basically ran himself out of that inning, which if he would have gotten another late jam base hit, I can't promise you all I would have stayed in the game. I probably would have quit out and been like, hey, it doesn't even matter. We can't go flawless, so it doesn't even help out the team, realistically speaking. Nico, he's going to get a base hit. Now, I'm not sure who he has at left field, but whoever he has there is definitely a better fielder than Kyle Schwarber, it seems like, since he was able to make that play without a problem. Cole Calhoun comes up to hit. Full count. He gets the fastball. We hit it right past the second baseman. So now we're going to have runners on first and second. That's going to bring up a pinch hitter. Now that's going to bring up Yoan Moncada, who is worse against lefties. He decides to bring in a righty regardless. I believe that was Roberto Osuna. I hit Roberto Osuna pretty well. We're going to send the runner home, and we're going to advance all the runners, and that worked out perfectly. Now we have 2 runners in scoring position, and that's going to bring up Logan Morrison, who is an animal within himself. He's going to get a base hit right back up the middle with 76 speed. Even if the arm wasn't good enough to actually gut him out, I still wanted to send the runner from first to second base. That way we could have at least got the cutoff throw to work, just in case out of nowhere my runners would have had a bad animation or his center fielder would have had a cannon and could have gunned us out at home. We come up, hit a double inside the gap with Cal Ripken Jr. That's going to go ahead and allow us to drive in a run. And Cal actually takes third, since the cutoff man wanted to take forever to actually dot him up at third base with Johnny Damon. He's going to get a base hit the other way. So I'm like, all right, let me see the swing timing on that, because that doesn't make sense. It's an outside fastball. He was just early on it, and he got okay in terms of contact result. But I'm not even tripping about the okay and just early. I'm tripping on the fact that it was a left-handed hitter, and he hit it oppo taco on an outside fastball that he was just early on. Like, to me, that didn't make sense. But we got the strikeout with Jorge Polanco, and we can't shoot him out at first base. So now the bases are loaded. Pedro Alvarez is coming up to hit. We misplace our fastball, and I kid you not, if he would have hit a home run right here, I would have said, MLB The Show, you clearly did not want me to win 12 games, because look at what you just did. You just gave him a free W with that grand slam that would have tied up the ball game. 0-1 count now. I'm throwing a pitch in the dirt because I'm saying he's going to chase. He's been chasing this entire game, and then once again, not sure what he's doing when it comes to base running, but maybe he wanted to end the game. You never know. So our next opponent, he has Mitch Garver leading it off. Now, what I would have done with this lineup is I would have had Aubrey Huff, even though, you know, I dislike him. I would have actually had Eric leading it off, followed by Vlad, followed by Mitch, followed by Aubrey, followed by Glaber. Then I would have had Steve, and then I would have put the pitcher hitting 8th, and then I probably would have put Rojas hitting 7th, and then Daniel Murphy basically cleaning it up. Or you could have flipped it, vice versa. It would have worked regardless. And just like Logan Morrison started the previous game, he's going to start off this game too by hitting a double. Now with Cal Ripken Jr., we go ahead and square one up, but it's going to be a line out to the third baseman. Not sure who he has at third base. I already forgot that. So that's how you know my memory is real short at times. We get another pitch to square up. We hit a fly ball deep to center field. That's going to be an easy out for the center fielder. And with 42 speed, I said I'm pushing it, and I'm going to third base, and we get there safely. So now that's going to bring up Kyle Schwarber on an 0-1 count. Now, you tell me, I think he would have caught that ball as the normal animation that first basemen get whenever you smoke one down the line, like Kyle Schwarber smoked one previously and it was caught. But the fact that he dove, I believe that's what actually cost him that. And then Mark, he's going to come up to hit. He's going to get a base hit right back up the middle. That's 100% going to drive in the run. Once again, I'm forcing him to hit the cutoff man because I need that run to score regardless. Like, I want to be insured 100%, get a fastball right down the middle. You might be saying, well, you were just late there, so maybe you don't really deserve to get rewarded for it. Well, the PCI said get squared up, so I personally did not feel late. I thought that 100% was leaving the yard, just like I thought this one was 100% leaving the yard, but instead Nico is actually going to fly out to the center fielder for the second out of the inning, and then Cole Calhoun, he's going to go ahead and do the same thing for the final out of the inning. So I said, all right, cool. Let's head towards the top of the third, and let's finish this game out. Let's get 12 wins. Daniel Murphy, he's going to start it off by hitting a base hit right back up the middle. That was just early. He hit it right back up the middle. That to me made a lot more sense. 1-2 count. Shane Green, who has been the MVP of this run, he gets the strikeout, and we get 12 wins. Now let's hop into the live commentary at the end. So if you're wondering why we didn't do a live commentary during those videos, it's simply because I was having a little bit of a sinus problem, meaning I had allergies, and my nose just wasn't clearing up. So as I was playing, I had taken a Claritin, and it was just basically clearing up my sinuses. We went 12-1 anyways, so that's the good thing about it. We made 60K stubs guaranteed. Now, the bad thing about it is we went 12-1. which means we can't upgrade the team full of common players with the 2 diamond cards or the silver and gold that we just received, let alone whatever we get from this pack. So let's go ahead and open up these packs and hope that we pull nothing too good, because the better the pull, the better the players we get, the more of a depression I'm going to fall in. So all of these players are actually not that bad, but they're not great out of this world either. But it's the 85 to 89 round, so you shouldn't really be expecting greatness out of it regardless. And then when it comes to the 89 overall and higher, this is the one that scares me. So let's press X and let's see what we see here. 282 home runs. I feel like this is going to be Dale Murphy. So if it is Dale Murphy, then I don't really care. Okay, we're going to Cincinnati. Who does Cincinnati have that I'm forgetting? Of course, this card should not sell for a lot because it's probably one of those diamonds that people see a bunch. This is going to be Eric Davis. Alright, so I doubt he sells for a lot, so I'm not too mad about it. I'll actually, you know what I'm saying, I'll take the 45k plus 60k, which is like 105k plus Austin Riley. We're making some stubs back, and we're looking pretty good. We would have been able to add all of those players to this team full of common players, but unfortunately that was not the case. We had that game, that one game where we gave up 2 runs, but the bigger factor was the fact that we couldn't score. We squared up some pitches and the ball just didn't want to go ahead and leave the stadium as it did for our opponent. But that's just how baseball works at times. But if you did end up enjoying today's content, please make sure to hit that like button, red subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on all social medias at Bhlademyst. And as always, have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.